Impala Films presents Haunted, the audio drama. Season 2, Episode 12, The Children of Little Hope. Part 2 of 4, written by Jamie Evans.
Make your peace, ladies. No witnesses. Ah!
Move!
Take this!
Don't let him touch you, Elizabeth!
One touch is all it takes. Just one. Come here!
Norman, please! What's the point?
It wasn't supposed to be like this. It wasn't supposed to happen. No. No. I am owed my reward. I am owed my reward.
I think he's lost it.
Ah! Lost it, have I? I can feel it. All of it. Every single fibre. Every cell. Every atom of my existence has been exposed to something beyond this tiny blue marble, and it hurts!
Norman,
Yes, my dear Sherry.
go to hell. Run, Elizabeth!
Mum, hurry up!
Don't slow down for me! Save yourself!
I'm not leaving you behind.
I can't move as fast. I junked my knee pretty bad in the crash.
Here, let me help you.
I told you just go!
No way. You've spent your whole life protecting me. Now I'm protecting you.
Shit! He's coming!
Dan!
What's going on?
Norman, he's here. He's trying to kill us.
What?
Dan, he's changing. He's been corrupted like the children.
Like the children?
You need to get out of here now.
Quickly, into the lift. Liza, come on!
You guys go, I'll buy you some time.
I'm staying with you.
Abigail, no!
Why would you do that?
You saved Dan from the car wreck. I can't let you die now.
Abigail?
What did we say about protecting me? Do your job, Mr. Policeman. Protect them.
You didn't have to stay.
Like I said, I can't let you die. I need answers about James Hunter. Watching as Norman Grady rounded the corner and entered the corridor where Eliza and I stood, it was as if I had momentarily lost my grip on reality. For a moment, I forgot I was standing in a hospital ward, forgot the roller coaster of emotions I'd experienced in the past few hours, and even forgot that Eliza was standing right next to me. For a brief moment, I was suddenly a little girl again, watching as my father's friend, a man I'd seen many times throughout my childhood, barreled towards me. To say he looked unwell would have been the understatement of the century. His skin was pale. A network of blackened veins crisscrossed the ashen flesh. A thick black gunk seemed to be leaking from every available exit. Clumps of it congealing in his ears, thin streams weeping from his eye sockets. His mouth, contorted in a scream of rage, was a blackened maw, thick globules of the stuff pouring down his chin and splattering on the floor as he ran towards us. Just like in the Arrow Heights apartments. Everywhere the thick black liquid fell, it began to consume. Ah! Since when did you have a gun?
I believe in protection.
I don't suppose he's dead now, is he?
I don't think he's human enough to die anymore.
James and I saw fluid like this in Gerald Hornchurch's apartment. It was rotting the wall and... Whoa.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just... a bit woozy. Cold. I'm cold.
What's happening?
It's the gunk. It had this effect on me before. Oh! Not now.
What is it?
The signal. It's that stuff. It's where it comes from.
Come here, I'll get you away from it.
Bullets can't stop me.
He's up. Come on, we need to go.
Abigail! Abigail! It's me, Abigail. Uncle Norman. Remember, Abigail? Don't leave me now, Abigail!
Here, a laundry chute. Quickly.
We won't fit through there.
Yes, we will. Come on. It's the fastest way to put distance between us and him.
I still feel sick.
We don't have time, I'm afraid. You have to go now.
Okay. Here I go. Wait. He's there. How is he there?
Who? Abigail?
Whoa! Oh.
3 bullets left. Better save them if they didn't have much of an effect.
The chute led all the way to the basement and it dropped me in a large pile of what I could only imagine were dirty sheets. Whilst normally I might have an instant revulsion at the idea of rolling around on dirty hospital sheets, at that particular moment my mind could barely grasp what was happening. My mind was still up there, on the ward, thinking back to the moment I'd climbed into the chute, just before I'd lost my grip and let go. I'd looked over Eliza's shoulder and I had seen him, standing in the doorway of one of the rooms, there for an instant, and gone in a blink. Had been the man who had haunted my dreams ever since the night Karl had attacked Greenvale. The man who I knew had bothered James and Dan as well. Standing on the ward, half hidden in the shadow of a doorway, had been the burned man.
We're here, Karl. Slowing the train now.
Thank you, Ruby. Look at it, old friend. Look upon their facility. Your memory's stirring now?
Are you saying we've been here before?
When we were children, as part of Project Indigo.
Why don't I remember?
You will. In time.
That's not what I asked.
I see they've managed to put out the fire, Ruby. Impressive in just a few short hours.
Clearly, we should have made it bigger.
You didn't answer me, Karl. Why can't I remember? Why can you remember and I can't?
I'm not going to answer that now, James.
Why not?
Because you wouldn't understand. Not yet. Not until you see what Project Indigo really is. Come on, Hornchurch, you fat lump. We've arrived.
The train line had taken us away from Forsham and out into the countryside. We had travelled a good portion of the journey in the smothering blackness of a large tunnel. As we emerged out under the velveteen blue of the night sky, the dominating feature of the landscape was a large Gothic building standing sentinel atop a hill. The eastern wing of the building had been badly damaged, a large portion of wall having crumbled away. The brickwork here was stained with soot, and there was an acrid smell in the air that reached us as we approached. The rest of the building remained largely intact, the odd architecture looking somewhere between a luxurious aristocratic estate and a medieval castle. For a moment I glimpsed someone standing on the low roof above the porch, watching the train approach. A figure that seemed somehow familiar watched as our carriage slowed, before raising a hand and pointing directly at me. It couldn't be. The burned man we had each seen in our dreams. How could he be here now when I was awake?
You can see where Ruby and I escaped earlier.
Oh, of course. How could I miss it? Your typical explosive exit?
Not explosive enough. I wish I'd leveled the entire building.
Whatever's in there, how bad can it be if even you are shaken like this?
You'll see. Unless Marwood has called for reinforcements. There shouldn't be too many of them in there now. Ruby and I dealt with a good few of them earlier.
You mean killed?
Yes.
Karl.
Don't you dare preach mercy or forgiveness to me at a time like this. Not on behalf of these monsters.
What about the townspeople of Forsham?
What do you mean?
The black-eyed children. They came from this facility, yes?
Yes.
So when you blew down half the building, you let who knows how many of them escape. They followed the train line and ended up in Forsham. Maybe they could sense the two that Gerald had tried to rescue.
Collateral damage.
Collateral damn it!
Mother Marwood will be expecting us to return. She won't have wasted these last few hours.
No, I expect the building will be defended.
Just so you know, when we find that bitch, I'm going to break every bone in her body.
Not if I beat you to it.
Listen. The night is so quiet. No birds or anything.
Of course not. This place is poison. Come on, Hornchurch.
How do you even know Marwood will still be here? She may have fled after your first visit.
Perhaps, but I doubt it. Tonight is an important night for her. She was preparing for a ritual. The next test in Project Indigo. She won't want to delay. Now, do you want your answers or not? Let's go.
As we approached the darkened building, moving through the impossibly still night, I tried to spot the figure I'd glimpsed before, but he was nowhere to be seen.
Better than most roller coasters.
Do you think you'll follow us?
Hopefully, we can lead him away from Dan, Sherry and Elizabeth. Not to mention the other patients in the hospital.
That stuff. Whatever it is that's infected him. Do you know what it is?
We call it the corruption. It rots anything that comes into contact with it. Norman wasn't kidding when he said he was in pain. I've seen people infected before. He's literally rotting whilst he's still alive.
Ugh, that sounds awful. Even he doesn't deserve that. Don't suppose you know the way out?
It'll be here somewhere. Can you feel that? It's a breeze. My guess is the exit is somewhere ahead.
Hello? Is somebody there? Any chance that was a rat?
Maybe. 30% I'd say.
I was hoping for better odds.
Watch out!
Who's there?
Be careful, it could be one of the children.
I think you're right. Look, up there. A small window. And it's shattered.
Look, the corruption. There's a trail of it down the wall.
Is that a coincidence, or are they coming here for Norman?
Your guess is as good as mine at this point.
Okay, that's definitely them.
Mummy,
No. No mummies here.
friend,
Wrong again.
help me.
Help?
It's a trap.
Cold, so cold. Hurts so much. Mummy.
Are you sure?
You've seen what these things do.
Have I? Think about it. All we've heard about them doing is trying to approach regular people.
You can't tell me you're feeling sorry for this thing.
If they can't help the fact that touching them kills people, what if they don't understand?
Hurts. It hurts. I wanted to stop, Mummy. I wanted to stop, Mummy. I want my Mummy. I want my Mummy.
Oof, we're definitely heading in the right direction. I feel sick again.
Please don't throw up again.
I'm trying not to. Oh my god. Eliza, come quickly.
Bloody hell.
It's hurt.
It's more than her, Abigail. It's dying.
Hunched into the corner of the cold basement, shivering like a lamb, was one of the black-eyed children. For the first time since arriving in Forsham, the fact that these were children really hit home for me. The creature that lay there was tiny, the size of a 6-year-old. It was painfully thin, the pattern of its ribcage visible beneath the taut, pallid skin. One leg was bent in an impossible position, a shard of bone emerging from a clump of black ooze that had once been the thing's kneecap. The black fluid was pouring out of the thing's stomach like blood. Imprinted in the grey flesh was the unmistakable tread of a car tire.
Somebody must have hit it. Good for them they didn't stop.
Eliza!
What? These things kill people.
It's just a child.
A monster child.
And it's dying!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
What?
You were going to touch it.
I couldn't help it. It needs somebody.
You can't. If you touch it, you'll die.
Mummy, I'm scared. So scared.
Poor thing. What could have happened to it?
Abigail? Abigail, what is it? Abigail!
Close. So close. Not close enough.
Ah!
Abigail, you okay? Is it the signal again?
Yes, but more than that, I saw something. Something I've seen before.
What?
The burned man. And James is heading straight for him.
The burn man?
He's tied up with this somehow. We've been dreaming about him ever since Greenvale. Maybe this is what he's been leading us to.
To your deaths?
Maybe. That seems like a fairly regular occurrence for us these days.
Wonderful. We need to make a move. Let's just take a picture.
Of the child? Why?
Evidence.
So, you are some kind of cop?
Not really.
What are you then? MI5?
That's me. License to kill and all that? Got it. Let's go. Abigail?
Show me the photo.
Huh?
The photo you just took. Show it to me. I thought I saw something in the flash.
Here. I don't understand. It's just a photo of a kid. What did you see?
Oh my god. Look at these marks on the torso. I've seen them before.
We're in.
Please don't make me come back here.
Shut up.
Karl, when you and Ruby were here before, what exactly did you do?
Stop fretting. It's worse than it looks.
Is it?
It's worse than it could have been if I'd had my way.
This is James Hunter recording notes, in case I don't come back from this. Maybe this tape can be found or something. I don't know at this point. Karl has brought me to another Little Hope's orphanage. This one's larger than the previous locations we've been to and less run down. At least it was before Karl got here. I think we've found an orphanage that is still active. The evidence of Karl and Ruby's earlier visit, it's carnage. There's blood everywhere. I can see 2 dead bodies in the entrance hall. Looks like both died of gunshots to the head. There's a brass sign that says Little Hope's Orphanages, Forsham. Stained with blood. Seems fitting. Abigail. In case I don't come back from this, if this is as big as I think, I want you to know that I'm sorry for anything that I may have kept from you. I'm sorry for every time I've led you into a dangerous situation, and if this is it for me, if you find this, I want you to do me a favour. Please walk away. Let it go. The people we're dealing with, Mother Marwood, the people on Silverpit Island, whoever this Alexander Lingard is, they are dangerous people. Please, I can't stand the idea that you...
Hunter, hurry up!
Please, Abigail.
Where do you think everyone has gone?
I'm not sure. They're not far, though. There's no way they packed up the entire orphanage and moved out in the few hours since we were here.
How many people did you kill when you were here?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Not everybody gets their knickers in a twist over every human life like you do.
Let me ask you a question, Mr. Hunter.
What's that?
Why does it matter? They're bad people. They're part of the group that kept us all in orphanages. That messed up our memories. That did all sorts to us. These people are monsters. He is a monster.
Oh!
So why don't they deserve to be punished?
I'm not saying they don't deserve to get their comeuppance, or their karmic retribution, or whatever you want to call it. But who says we have the right to make that judgment?
My dear friend, you claim you lost your faith, but I think you'll find you're a bigger slave to their morality as ever.
Okay then, how about this? Maybe we shouldn't be exacting revenge on others because of what it does to us.
What do you mean?
Do you think he was always this cold and heartless? At one time he cared about more than himself. He cared about people, about helping them. He had compassion. But that's how evil works. You make an allowance one time, it becomes easier to do it again and again until you're chipping away at parts of your soul.
I'm disappointed, James. You remember the past through rose-tinted glasses. I was never that man.
Oh no, Then why am I even here? You didn't need me to escape the orphanage all of those years ago. You could have gotten out on your own. You took me with you because you cared. That's why I still haven't given up on you. Despite all the evidence to the contrary, I still believe there's good in you.
Oh, stop it, please. You'll make me throw up.
You are a fool to believe this man could ever care for another human. He is a monster.
More than those who created him, Doctor?
This is it. The medical wing.
Please, Mr. Trevino.
Afraid to see your handiwork again, Doctor?
I don't want any of this.
What am I looking at here?
This is one of the medical bays. Karl and I counted 3 here last time.
For when the kids get sick.
Sick is right, but it's the ones running it who are sick, not the kids.
Over here, James. Behind this curtain.
It's one of the black-eyed children. But is it dead?
Afraid so. A mercy for it, really.
There's some sort of experiment that Little Hopes have been doing. Hornchurch took 2 of them home.
Yes. Suddenly grew a conscience, supposedly. Look closer at the body, James, but don't touch it.
I've seen what happens if the black goo gets on you.
They call it corruption. You've seen it before, yes?
On the walls of the impact crater on Silver Pit Island. It's the same thing that killed Harry Bachman.
That's right. It's all connected. Now, look at the body.
Does this examining light work? The body, it's covered in scarification. It looks... Yes. It's the same scars.
Yes.
There on the chest. That's the Monus Hieroglyphica. The same one I have.
Me too.
And me. All of us.
No, it can't be. They can't.
They are.
No! How could they? How could they?
Yes, James. We are the lucky ones. We're still ourselves, more or less. These pitiful creatures, these remnants of life, the black-eyed children, they are the rejects of Project Indigo.
You did this, Hornchurch. You and Marwood and the rest.
Oh, please, you have to understand. You have to, please.
How many?
Please, I can explain.
How many?
I don't know an exact figure. Please, Mr. Hunter, have mercy. Oh!
How many? How many lives have you ruined? How many children have you murdered? How many have you twisted into these black and soulless abominations? How many?
Now, James, now do you understand my rage?
How long does the emergency generator last?
I don't know, and I wouldn't want to find out.
We won't have to. Look, according to this map, there's a fire escape on the east wing. If we can get over there, we can move down the exterior of the hospital and hopefully avoid running into Norman.
Why is he still chasing us? When Ben was infected by this black stuff, he basically lost all energy.
Norman has always been single-minded and determined in his goals. It's what made him such an effective social and corporate climber. I think he's basically operating on instinct at this point, if I had to guess.
I don't want to sound insensitive, but how long would that stuff take to kill him? It looks like it's already infected most of his body already.
Not too long. Even if it's only a few more hours, that's more than enough time for him to infect others in the building.
Dan, we lost Norman.
Where are you?
Eliza and I are in the basement. We're looking for a way out now. Norman might be coming up towards you.
Oh, thanks for the heads up.
There's something else. It's about those black-eyed kids.
What?
Eliza and I saw one up close. It was covered in scars. The same scars James has all over his body.
These things are part of Project Indigo.
Yeah. I think they're just as much victims in this as anybody.
It sounds like you're right. Listen, Abs, we're going to try and come down the fire escape in the east wing. Can you meet us there?
Yeah, Eliza and I are on our way up now.
Dan!
What? Oh, shit.
It's the black goop. He's up here somewhere.
Okay, stick together. Let's get to that exit.
Hold my hand, Elizabeth.
But even if we get away, he's going to infect others.
I don't think there's anything we can do about that right now.
We have to try. There's 2 wards on this floor. That's a total of 60 patients, plus the staff he could potentially hurt.
Then what do you suggest we do?
I've got an idea. It's a fairly terrible idea, but it's all we've got.
I don't like the sound of that.
Mum, can you go into both wards and flash your badge? Tell them to lock down both wards and not come out until we're gone.
Okay.
Dan, you see that hospital bed over there?
Yeah?
Help me move it over here, where the 3 corridors meet.
God, I see where this is going, and yes, it is a terrible plan.
Must kill witnesses. God, the pain! Not fair. Not fair. I did everything right. Everything.
Hey, Norman, you here?
Huh? The girl.
You're terrible at this. We could have gotten away twice by now.
Careful what you wish for, girl.
Oh no, guys, Norman's here. He's got me.
Be a good girl and die quietly.
You know, I really think you're directing your anger at the wrong person, Norman.
Oh, do you now?
If I were you, I'd be much angrier with the people who sent me to do their dirty work. Then again, I'm not you, thankfully. Now, Dan!
Huh?
Consider this my resignation, boss.
No!
That actually worked. I can't believe it worked.
Reckon I'd make a good cop someday.
I prefer you didn't use yourself as bait, though.
Did you really mean it? Are you actually quitting the police force?
You know what? Yeah, I think I am. After all I've seen, I'm not sure I believe in the institution anymore.
Amen to that.
Holy shit! Norman just fell from the top floor! Was that you guys?
Kinda, sorta. Yeah.
I'm glad you're okay.
Did any of you get the black stuff on you?
No, we're clean.
Good.
Did it work? Is Norman gone?
Probably. But to be safe, I'm going to burn the body. It's the only way to stop the corruption from spreading.
Well, we have to get going.
Go? Where?
Dan, we have to get James.
I thought he made his choice.
I saw something, Dan. A vision. The burned man. The one we've been dreaming about. James is about to meet him.
He's real. How can you know that?
I can't explain it.
Go. Get to the train station and head for the facility. I've got the bike. I'll catch you up.
We're coming with you.
No, thank you, but the 2 of you have done enough. This is our battle. We don't want to drag others into it. You 2 should get out of here. Far away. You only have each other.
He's right, Elizabeth.
But...
No buts. Honey, we need to go. Let's go and start a new life.
Good luck to you both.
It's been great working with you.
Goodbye.
Bye, Dan. I'll keep listening to your podcast, Abigail.
You know, if you 2 wanted out, I wouldn't blame you. I can go to the facility and stop Marwood. I can call for backup, and yes, if I can, I'll save James Hunter.
I can't ask you to do that.
And I can't leave James behind.
Okay. I see that I'm not going to change your minds. Go. I'll call backup and dispose of Norman's body. Then I'll catch you up.
Okay, great.
Oh, and Dan,
Yeah?
that thing I gave you to help with the pain, I'd say you've got maybe another 2 hours before it loses its efficacy. You're going to be in a world of pain when this wears off, so I advise getting this over with quickly.
Great. Good to know.
Hey, it's me. In Forsham. It's all kicking off here. I think I'm going to need backup. How soon can you be here? Hurry. I think things are going to get dicey. And son of a bitch, I've put the GPS on. Get here as quickly as you can. I don't believe it. Where's the goddamn body?
starring Jamie Evans as James Hunter, Isabella Barbieri as Abigail Corbin, and Luke Hunter as Dan Cowell. Also featuring Phoebe Elizabeth Royal, Leanne Herring, Michael Heath, Benton Hodges, Rujni Hall, and David Gardner as Karl Trevina. David Anthony Green. Haunted, the audio drama, is created by Jamie Evans, with all episodes produced and directed by Jamie Evans and Benton Hodges. Audio engineering by Benton Hodges and Jamie Evans. Haunted is a production of Impala Films and is recorded at Free Sprite Media Studios, with special thanks to Duncan Newham for equipment support. Opening and closing themes by James Crow. Thank you for listening to this audio presentation. Come back next week for the next exciting chapter of Haunted, the audio drama.